Okay.
Okay. You said when were you tasked to investigate in this matter?
2018, my lord.
At the time when you were tasked to investigate in this matter, were you aware of the second docket, which is docket case number 375, which is also part of this case?
I was not aware, my lord.
But did you eventually become aware of that case?
That's correct, my lord.
Okay, when did you become aware of that case, of that docket?
My lord, I cannot recall, but I became to know about the docket because, my lord, simply because I'm the one who's bringing the docket to court.
Okay. And who is the investigating officer in that case?
I was told, or I was briefed that it's Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi.
Okay. Is she alone in that case, if you know?
I know that she's working with Warrant Officer Makubu.
And then on this case number 363, it's yourself, Colonel Gininda, Sergeant Mohane. Am I correct? 3 of you.
That's correct, my lord.
Is it correct that as a team of investigating officers, you will share the information that has been captured in a docket, or that you are busy with whatever that is happening, the affairs of the docket? Am I correct? Or it happens the other way? You can just assist me there.
My lord, if there's a senior officer, my lord, in that investigation, my lord, you cannot...
Or you don't work together, you work individually?
No. As I said, Brigadier Kinenda is the lead investigating officer.
Okay.
Yes. So he will just give us the task to do for the day.
Okay.
If he wants us to get involved in whatever investigation that is supposed to be followed on that day.
Okay, I understand that one. That's a basic wherein the senior will give instruction to juniors to conduct some work. But I'm interested in the briefing in the case amongst all the team members that are investigating this case, to say, look, this is what we have, this is what we still need to get, you know, updating each other, each members on the developments of the investigation in a docket. Would you do that, or you didn't do that in this case?
I think it will be proper for you to put that question to Brigadier Keninda.
Yeah.
Because as I'm saying, I would just be commanded to do some tasking.
Mshololo just established that Sergeant Mshololo is a liar because she cannot even answer a basic question about her job. And if she isn't lying, why is she having difficulty explaining the day-to-day tasks with Gininda?
Before Mr. Gininda comes in, because we are also part of the investigating team, and you are the member of the SAPS, I want to understand the role played by you in the investigation. But before I go into that, I need to get clarity on you, if you will have time to discuss the developments in the case that you were investigating together, or a person will just work individually and not report back to the team.
My lord, when we receive an instruction, my lord, from Brigadier Keninda pertaining to the task, my lord, that we have to conduct, we will obviously report to him or brief him of whatever it is that we have ventured on. But we can't say it vice versa, because we account to Brigadier Keninda, but Brigadier Keninda does not account to us. He has seniors that he accounts to. Probably he does go to them and report of the progress of the case.
Okay. Thank you very much for that answer. Let's move forward. There is evidence which was led before this court regarding the warrant of arrest that was issued against Ms. Kelly Khumalo. Do you remember that part of evidence?
My lord, I don't.
You see what Msho did right there? She made the witness feel comfortable, like, oh, thank God, this is just going to be a basic line of questioning about my job function. I'm not going to give her too much information so she doesn't come for me. But now that, things were flowing, things were going well, she was answering. Boom, Mshololo strikes. Remember the warrant for Kelly Khumalo? Do you remember it? Sergeant Mshololo says, no, I don't. How do you not? We already established above that you are the one who carried docket 375. So you just carry it? I mean, it's the bare minimum employees for me. It's the bare minimum SAPS workers for me. It is the lies told literally on the stand. What are your thoughts, Mzansi? How did Mshololo do in, opening up 375 and catching this witness off guard?
Are you aware? Do you know if there is any warrant of arrest that was issued against Ms. Kelly Khumalo in this docket 636? Or not?
As a good policeman, I think issued is not the correct word. I think Brigadier Gininda did say there's a draft application.
That's what Gininda said. Eh?
Yes.
He said the draft is in the docket,
Yes.
if I recall the evidence.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for correction. Are you aware of that?
Of the draft,
Yes.
the application for the warrant.
Yes.
Yes, I am aware, my lord, because I was briefed by Brigadier Keninda.
And then the stuttering begins. Do you notice how Baloyi came to the rescue? Mshololo, she then starts to stutter and says, you mean the draft? You mean the application? And then she finally responds, yes, I am aware. So notice when someone starts to do that, when you ask a question and they don't give an immediate answer, it's because they're thinking in their head and they're trying to distract you while they think of a perfect answer. And then finally she puts it together and she says, yes, I am aware because I was briefed by Gininda. But that's the thing, when you're not connecting the dots, and Mshololo missed this because in the beginning, remember, she established that they do not do any briefings in there, okay? Brigadier Gininda just gives commands and they go to work and they come back and they tell him, they brief him, but he doesn't brief them. In her words, vice versa, the Brigadier Gininda is not accountable to them. And here she is right here saying, I am aware because I was briefed by Gininda. Hilarious.
Are you aware also as to why that application for that warrant of arrest has not been authorized against Ms. Kelly Khumalo?
My lord, I am not aware.
There is also evidence which was tendered by Colonel Stein in this case of the communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli.
For the witness to press that.
But the question, is the question complete?
I'm waiting for the interpretation. There is evidence before this court which was tendered by Colonel Stein regarding the communication between the cell phone number alleged to have been used by Ms. Kelly Khumalo and the cell phone number alleged to be linked with Mr. Ntuli in this case.
The evidence. My lord, I'm not aware.
The State Counsel, Mr. Baloyi, when he was leading the examination in chief to Lieutenant Colonel House, he referred the witness to the same communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli in this matter. Did you hear that when Mr. Baloyi was putting that to the witness?
I did not hear that, my lord.
If, for argument's sake, it will be proved or it can be said that there was a communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli, is there an offense there? According to your knowledge as part of the investigating team in this case.
My lord, I have no comment.
Lastly, you'll correct me if I heard you wrong. Yesterday, when we were under cross-examination by my learned friend, Mr. Mngome Zulu, about the content of the confession statement, which was made by accused number 1. You said, or you testified and said, you could see that accused number 1 was misleading in that confession. Did I hear correctly, or maybe you can correct me, what exactly did you say regarding the confession statement?
My lord, I did not say I could see.
Okay. Correct me. What did you say?
I said he was misleading us based on the confession, because after the confession was obtained, my lord, from him, then we got a briefing to say this is what he said. Let's follow up on this information. And my lord, I can verify that by saying upon following the people which he has included, my lord, on his confession, it was discovered that those people were in prison. So you can draw a conclusion to say it was misleading.
Okay, so is it your evidence that the statement made by accused number 1 is misleading before this court?
The confession?
Yes, the confession. I'm talking about confession, sorry.
My lord,
it's misleading. The confession made by accused number 1 is misleading. That is before this court.
My lord, I said...
Yeah, we are
This
all aware
aspect
that.
was also traversed yesterday. The witness said it's confined just to those 2 names.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the evidence. Now it's been put to her that the whole confession.
According to your understanding, you know the facts as per the indictment in this case. Am I correct? I mean the facts, I mean the allegations to say on or about the accused killed the deceased in this matter.
My lord, I know, my lord, the date of the incident, but I don't want to be confined, my lord, to answer like of what is contained, the whole information that is contained on the indictment, because I will make an error. So I cannot, you can't put me in a situation to say I must agree to say, yes, I know.
Okay. I'll just repeat it for you. I'll just say it to you. Let me unpack what the allegations are before this court. It is alleged that the accused before this court, on or about the 26th day of October 2014, they killed the deceased in this matter. That is what is contained in the indictment. Do you understand now?
I understand, my lord.
Okay. That's the indictment. And then the statement made by the accused number 1 says the deceased was killed by other people other than people mentioned in the indictment. Am I correct?
My lord, can you get the indictment? And further, my lord, I'm not the one who I'm not the one, my lord, who gave out or given the investigating officer the indictment. I'm not the one who issued. I'm not the one who issued the indictment. So I'm not in a position, my lord, to comment about the indictment.
Okay. Maybe let me move away from the indictment. Let's remove the indictment. You were tasked as the member of the SAPS to investigate the people who killed the deceased in this matter on or about the 24th of October 2014. 26 October 2014. That's the date of the deceased in this matter in which you were allocated or appointed as the investigating officer. Am I correct? The date of the incident in this case that you are dealing with.
I was appointed, you are saying I was tasked to investigate?
Yeah, tasked or appointed, whatever, but you were appointed to deal with this matter wherein the deceased was killed in October 2014.
That's correct, my lord.
You investigated the case, and as a result of your investigation, the accused before this court were arrested.
That's correct, my lord.
However, we've got another evidence in the statement made by accused number 1, which refers to other people who are not the accused before this court.
I hear you.
And we've got a person whose application draft for warrant of arrest is still pending since you investigated and submitted it in the NPA, that one of Ms. Kelly Khumalo, who is not before this court.
My lord, I cannot comment on that.
Okay, no problem. And we have another third set of a case docket of 375 referring to other suspects which are not before this court.
I hear you.
And we have the evidence which has been tendered before this court to say the accused before this court have been communicating each other. However, we have not, you as the investigating team, you have not filed the Section 205 records regarding those cell phone numbers.
My lord, when it comes to the Section 205, my lord, and other things, my lord, which I cannot comment on, my lord, I think, Counsel, you can put that question to the lead investigating officer.
Thank you very much. We'll wait and hear which other evidence does you as the investigating team have against the accused before this court. Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions.
Okay, so Mzansi, if you've made it this far in our video, before I get into our commentary, let's do a little bit of housekeeping rules. You know what? I'm feeling really inspired to design a t-shirt that says Utini Manimkuza. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see this t-shirt design. It's just been weighing on my mind lately because, you know, this is a hilarious statement, and so many times I just keep thinking, ma'am, Sergeant Mshololo is really one of a kind. Like, she is really one of a kind. She holds no accountability and doesn't want to be asked any questions, even though, you know, she works for the South African Police Services, okay? What is her expectations to just... She's not an administrator. She's not a paper pusher. She is in one of the investigators in a high-profile case, but all she wants to say is, I'm not aware. I don't want to comment on that. You'll need to talk to Keninda about that. A whole investigating officer. So what exactly was she investigating, and what did she think after she's done the investigation? She's in the wrong profession. That's my opinion. She is in the wrong profession if she is not willing to answer basic questions on her job description. But I digress. I want to say Mshololo said, you know what? I heard you when you were with Nxumalo trying to act a queen. I heard you trying to be a diva, but I am Zandile Mshololo, and I'm going to show you that I have experience, and my questions you will answer. And Zandile Mshololo did a phenomenal job in discrediting this witness and showing her lack of... Yeah, definitely she discredited her. A lot of things come into question because she won't answer just the bare minimum, the basics of her job. And then as well, she forgets, and then she contradicts herself. But then now Mshololo closes it off with, you know what? I'll wait until we get more evidence, because there are just so many dockets and so many names flying around and of people who are not even seated right here. You know, you should have gathered everybody here to figure out who's innocent and who's guilty. They should all be sitting there. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts below. Should Kelly Khumalo be in the dock as well? What about along with Twala, the recent revelation from this week? And Zandile, is Zandile an accomplice because she got injured by a bullet that her boyfriend shot, and the other bullet shot her brother-in-law? What does she call him? Umyeniga Kelly Khumalo. The other bullet shot him, but they're not talking about this. I would like to know your thoughts on this. And that's it from us today, Mzansi. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned to our Chico Twala edition. You are going to enjoy it. Make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching.